Have you ever wondered why Credit Karma and MyFico scores are different? In today's video, I'm going to explain the two, and I'm going to explain why you probably need both. Cue the video. Hi guys, Credit Coach Q here, and in today's video, I'm going to explain Credit Karma and MyFico. Now, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe so you can learn credit tips and tricks on how you can put your credit repair experience into your own hands. Now guys, one of the first major differences between these entities is that one is free.
Free.
One is free. And you can't beat that, but it does have its limitations. So one thing, Credit Karma is completely free. You can sign up at any time. All you need is to put it in your personal information, and you can get started with Credit Karma with no money down, no credit cards required. Now, MyFico, they do charge a monthly subscription fee. I think it's around 40 bucks a month. You probably want to recheck that. It might have changed, but it is not a free subscription, but they don't have as many limitations as a Credit Karma institution. Now, with that being said, they are both ran on two different algorithms, right? Credit Karma is using what is called a Vantage 3.0 system. If you log into your Credit Karma, on the first thing that you'll see under your credit scores is Vantage 3.0. Now, MyFico is using FICO algorithm, which is probably a FICO 8, FICO 9, and FICO 10 is coming out recently. So they use their own algorithm, which is the most accurate algorithm that lenders actually use. So lenders actually use FICO, they don't use Vantage 3.0, and I'm going to explain the difference between the two. So Vantage 3.0 systems basically are an algorithm that is a guess from what your score is from what your credit report is showing, right? So what basically Credit Karma does is that they basically take a screenshot of your credit report and come up with a score based off what your credit report showing. So whatever you are showing your credit report currently, Credit Karma or Vantage scoring system basically will come up with a score that they are guessing best fit the description of what's on your credit report at the time. So it's basically a guess. That's why you don't have to pay for a monthly subscription, because you are basically getting a guesstimate of what your score is. Now, I want to also advise you guys that if you are using Credit Karma has been known to be off between 40 to 60 points from what your actual score is. Now, another thing, number two, when it comes to the second most differences of the two institutions is Credit Karma only uses two credit bureaus, whether MyFico actually uses all three credit bureaus. So you have three credit reports: TransUnion, Equifax, and TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And Credit Karma is currently only using TransUnion and Equifax. They are not using Experian at the time. So you're basically in the dark when it comes to Credit Karma, because a lot of institutions and a lot of banks only use Experian when it comes to pulling your credit report. And if you don't know what your Experian score or report is, then you're basically in the dark when it comes to you applying to any type of loans or any type of funding, because you don't know what that is. So make sure that you are getting an Experian account some way, form, or fashion, because Credit Karma is not going to give it to you. Now, another thing that makes these things different between the two of them is you can dispute items directly within the back office of your Credit Karma account, which is kind of awesome if you ask me. So yes, Credit Karma has partnered up with TransUnion to allow you to dispute items online directly within their software. All you have to do is pinpoint one item, and I'm gonna add that you only can dispute one item at a time. You cannot dispute multiple items or a bulk of items. You're going to dispute one item at a time per month or per investigation. But you click on the account that you are wanting to dispute. They give you a series of dispute reasons. You click those and you put your dispute in. Now, some disputes have got removed. I have heard that, but I want to give you also an add-on that if you are disputing online, you are waiving your FCR rights. Now, we created a amazing software that allows you to do everything yourself. You can dispute over 150 items that's negative on your credit report for 100 different reasons. The software allows you to do everything step by step. It's a 4-step process. The link is in the bio for you to sign up with that for $1. Now, that software is completely different from Credit Karma or TransUnion, and you keep all your FCRA rights when you dispute with that software versus Credit Karma. Now, Credit Karma, when you dispute within a software, they basically waive any rebuttal that you can give that the FCRA basically give you the right to do. Now, the FCRA give you a right to refute a lot of different ways when it comes to things on the credit report. And if you dispute online, Credit Karma basically and TransUnion basically waive those rights, and it's in the terms and agreements. Now, another thing that makes the Credit Karma and the MyFico app completely different is that they don't show you your account number. So if you click on any of the debt or any of the derogatory marks or any of the accounts that you have on your credit report, they're not going to show you any account number. Now, if you are in the dispute process, you actually need those account numbers to put on the letters when you send out those dispute letters. So like I said, add on, if you are disputing, make sure that you add the account number on the letter. But like I said, Credit Karma don't give you that information. I don't know why, but they just don't have that information on the platform. They don't have any of the account numbers associated with the accounts. Now, one of the good things that I do like about Credit Karma is they actually do show you why your score go down. So if you click on the main screen, and if you click on one of the two scores, once you click on one of the two scores, it's going to have a button at the bottom and on the next page, and it's going to say see what's changed. Now, if you click that, this is a very powerful feature, guys, because anytime that your score go up and down, you could use this feature to give you a better understanding on what happened to your credit score on the fluctuation. So you can use this, you can see this, and if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see that Credit Karma is giving this account holder accurate information on why their score is going down in different months and for different reasons. So it's a very powerful tool within the Credit Karma app. I love it. I use it all the time when it comes to seeing a quick turnaround when it comes to a score. I log in and I see what has changed, and I just absolutely love it. So guys, if you use a Credit Karma, use this tool if you ever want to understand a little bit better on why your score is going up or down. Now, let's dive into the MyFico app a little bit. Let me dive into their platform a little bit to show you why MyFico is charging $40 a month to use this software. So the first thing about the MyFico, as you can see, is that they show you all three of your credit reports, right? They're showing you all three of the credit reports in real time. And one thing that I love about MyFico is that they actually show you different credit scores for different institutions that you're applying for. So let me explain. So MyFico basically shows different scores for different industries. So you have a mortgage score, you actually have a auto score, and you actually have a credit card scores. And all three of those scores is different for all three of those industries. So that means if you apply for a credit card, a auto, and a home all in the same day, all at the same time, you will all get three different scores because you have three different scores for three different industries. And MyFico shows you all three of those, which is very powerful. So what I tell a lot of my clients to do before they apply for a home or a car or a big loan is to ask them. Call the institution to ask them, who do you use, what bank do you use for pulling credit? A lot of them use Experian. And if you know the Experian, you go to MyFico, you go to what industry that you're applying for and look at the Experian report. It's an awesome backdoor underwriters basically platform, because MyFico is the same algorithm and platform that lenders use. So it's very, very powerful, and that's why it's expensive, because they actually show every description of your credit report for each individual industry that you can possibly apply to, which is very, very powerful, and to give you a more accurate description. Obviously, it's going to show all of the account numbers, which Credit Karma doesn't, and it shows different credit reports and different scores like the industry, which is a very powerful product. So guys, the difference between the two is a lot. You know, one is free and one isn't. One shows you a very detailed description of your credit report, and one shows you a vague description of your credit report, but it's free, and it also gives a lot of different tools. Now, guys, I'm gonna give you another add-on. Another thing that I like about Credit Karma is they give you a full breakdown in an easily simplified form within their back office. They show you all of the steps that makes up your credit report. You know, they shows all of the percentages, all of the breaks down to make it a credit report, which is payment history, utilization, credit age, inquiries, and types of credit. So they show all of that within their back office, which is great. They show you where you place within those different entities and where you need to work on. So Credit Karma has a lot of value, especially for it to be free. But if you are in a process of applying for a large loan, I would go with the MyFico route so I can get a better detailed description of my credit report in real time. I would like to see what the lenders are seeing, so I won't get any surprises and I won't waste an inquiry on my credit report. Guys, if you find any of this information helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can learn more information about this and I can produce more information about this. Guys, my name's Credit Coach Q. Until next time, please take care.